Welcome back. It looks like we can go into Act 1B, Substitute Spriggans. So let's go. Pachang. It's the 27th of February. It's not? Oh, apparently it is 9:45 a.m. It's not that time either.
Damn it! Who the hell are these kids? They just won't let up!
Poor Ichiban.
Give it up already.
You might want to listen to him. There's no throwing us off the scent.
It's like I told you before! I would never scam a soul, I swear!
Oh, you don't need to act dumb. The fact that you're even trying means you already are.
What else do you expect from a third-rate crook? You left so much glaring evidence behind that we stopped bothering to collect it all partway through.
Snot-nosed little... I'll show you third rate!
That adds attempted assault to your charges. Feel like digging this hole any deeper?
It's too late to backpedal now that you've put your true colors on blast.
Okay, fine! I'll admit it! But hear me out! I've got a proposition. Let me go free, and I'll give you half of my take. What do you say to that? Besides, what's wrong with pulling one over on some lousy ex-convict anyway? They deserved it!
Who won't let up now? How long their rap sheet is makes no difference. Fraud is fraud.
Don't get me wrong. I could go for the extra pocket change, but it wouldn't be any fun to play with dirty money.
Oh, brainless brats! What are you planning to do with me then? Hand me over to the cops? Or the guild, maybe? Try it! And the bastard who put you up to this is gonna be in for a world of hurt! Once a scumbag, always a scumbag! No matter how reformed they are! You really expect them to live the life of a normal person? Not in a million years!
Once a scumbag, always a scumbag. I guess we can't argue with that.
Yeah. Run as you might, the past has a way of catching up to you.
But the second someone tries to accept it and move on anyway, you think it's cool to talk smack about them? That kinda ticks me off.
Turning over a new leaf takes commitment. If you want to spit on that, we're not going to let it slide.
Just stay away!
As if we turn you into the guild or police, those namby-pambies would let you off way easy.
You took things outside the law, and they'll stay there. We know plenty of other discreet ways to do a petty criminal in.
What's with you two? Why would you side with them, of all people? I even held back on making a move until that meddling Spriggan left town!
That's where you went wrong. You took a stupid chance based on some half-baked intel.
I mean, yeah, the guy you're talking about is out of the capital, but that's why he's having us fill in for him.
We're what you might call substitute Spriggans.
They said it! They said the name of the part, chapter. Something like that anyway. Substitute Spriggans? Us? Temporarily, yeah. What do you think? I think some advance notice would have been nice. What would we have to do exactly? It's just like it sounds. You'd be acting as my proxies. That means taking on any 4SPG requests that crop up while I'm out of town. This office here would be yours to use as a base of operations. I'll even hook you up with some contacts of mine that you might find handy. Sounds like a pretty good deal, actually. Think of 4SPGs as a way to get the lay of the land, make connections, and gather intel. Heck, they might even help you pick up some dirt on whatever it is you're looking for. That's how I'd approach it anyway. So that's what you meant by substitute Spriggans. It does make sense. Yeah. I considered doing the whole part-time assistant thing again, but with how long I'll be gone, this felt like the better option. Plus, with them taking care of the place, you won't have to bother. You guys can handle it just fine, right? You've got a lifetime of experience to fall back on. so the requests themselves won't be a problem. But are you sure it's okay for us to be your playing Spriggan? Yes. I mean, don't you guys have some special style of doing things? To an extent. You don't have to take on every 4SPG, and once you do, there's no hard and fast rules on how to get it done. Those parts will be 100% up to you guys. That said, whatever you end up doing, just make sure it's something you can live with. At the end of the day, that's all our style really boils down to. And I always follow it as best I can. I see. Fan. Well, I'm sold. We'll take you up on your offer. Starting today, we're your new substitute Spriggans. Since you're both still finding your footing in Edith, I'll lend you as much support as I can. You've got school to worry about. I'll keep it within reason, just enough so that it doesn't interfere with my studies. Hey, it's your education. For what it's worth, we'd appreciate the help. Yeah, you can show us the ropes, Aggie. Of course, I'd be more than happy. We'll hash things out in more detail tomorrow. In the meantime, there's a free room upstairs. Should be fine for you to crash for a while. The man running the bistro downstairs is the landlord, right? We'll ask if he's okay with it. Either way, it'll take a day for us to head back to the inn and get our luggage together. Guess that makes this TTFN. See you tomorrow. Ta-ta. For now. TTFN. Phew, and I thought yesterday was busy. There sure has been a lot going on lately. Feels like last year all over again. Yeah, well personally, I don't mind miss having to dig my way out of mortal peril every 5 seconds. The only digging I want to do right now is into that creamy cocoa pudding I've been saving. There's your sweet tooth. He can pretend otherwise, but I know Van would be the first of us to jump headlong into danger, yeah, only if necessary. My pudding! Van? It's gone! Oh, tell me this isn't happening! Wait, what's with this note? Thanks for the pudding. It was delish. Nadia. So she wasn't messing around. That little sneak actually ate the damn thing. And it was only available for a limited time. I'm gonna miss him while he's away. But at least things won't be boring around here.
I was starting to think I'd never catch up.
Oh, there you are, Aggie. We just nabbed us a sleazy shark.
Already? That must be some kind of record. Although I probably shouldn't celebrate quite yet.
Cough up the Mira.
But I already gave back everything I took!
Oh, we're not talking about that, silly. You still have a compensation tax to settle.
What?
Just because you made things even doesn't mean you made them right. Now get to it before you wind up a human pincushion.
Should I start with the right side or the left? Choices. Actually, why don't I let you pick? See? Aren't I just the sweetest?
Stop! Whatever you want, I'll pay it. Just please don't kill me.
Makes you wonder who the bad guy is in this scenario.
I was thinking the exact same thing there. But we know Nadia, so... Although even then... Substitute Spriggans! Alright, the client got their mirror back. With interest. That's one more request in the bag. Another job well done, you two. I know the plan was for me to walk you through Edith and some 4 SPGs. But it turns out you never needed it. Suppose there wasn't much point in me tagging along. I wouldn't say that at all. With you around, I only have to make half as many snappy retorts at Nadia. And that's priceless. Oh, so that's what you meant. You help with plenty of other things too. Take that Conman. We wouldn't have caught him half as fast if you hadn't picked up on him. Yep, it was a total cakewalk thanks to you, Aggie. Really, that makes me feel a bit better. But you know, we can take it from here today. You still have prep work to do, yeah, for the festival, right? Yeah, go get on that. The two of us have this down pat. You were calling her Aggie, not Pat? Well, if you're absolutely sure, I'll come back later tonight to bring you some snacks. You really don't have to put yourself out for us. Not that we'd ever say no to free eats. Anyway, have fun at school. Yeah, finally, little Miss Chaperone has left the building. Now I can spend my whole day slacking off. And that differs from any other day. How? Well, for one thing, I won't have Aggie giving me grief for bumming around. Ever consider not bumming around? Hello, hello. Doop, 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 doop. Doop, 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 doop,
Odd.
doop.
Sorry, nobody's home. Arkwright Solutions is on extended vacation.
Hardly convincing.
You're that bracer.
What part of vacation did you not get? If you're looking for Van, he's still out of town on business.
Oh, I'm well aware. He's filled me in on the whole situation, including the two of you. Temporary arrangements aside, I shouldn't have to tell you that Spriggans don't take vacations.
But what about substitute ones?
You heard the woman.
Aw, and after we just got rid of Aggie, too. So long, Easy Street. It was nice knowing you.
So, what brings Beauty's Blade here? I could understand if it were Van were around. This has nothing to do with him. Ralph, I have a request to make of you in particular. Oh. Us specifically? Are you subcontracting? The way people do with Van? Not quite. Technically, this would be more of a collaborative effort. I'd like your assistance with a case I'm working on. Now I'm even more confused. What kind of help can we offer one of the guild's top bracers? Let me explain. Edith's orbital network is currently experiencing minor delays and interruptions. They aren't quite frequent enough to constitute a major problem just yet. But something similar occurred last year in Basel, and it turned out to be far more severe than initially assumed. I'm assuming this is related to the whole Red Grendel, whatever it was called. With that in mind, I can't afford to leave this matter be. I'm not too caught up on the incident in Basel, but wasn't Almata the one behind it? Yes, of course. I realize it's unlikely that this is anywhere close to that scale. But that doesn't mean some other criminal isn't employing a similar method. So this is a troubleshooting job. Wouldn't someone else out there be a better fit for this sort of thing? Heck, there's a famous super hacker here in Edith who's been in the game since the Orbital Net was born. The girl you're referring to is otherwise engaged. In fact, it was she who directed me to you. That explains it. Jeez, Ren, but I was under the bus much. So how about it? Is this 4 SPG to your liking? Better reschedule your slacking appointment, Nadia. fine, whatever. I'm a big girl, I can do stuff when I have to. And hey, we might find a clue about you-know-who, or what, we're looking for along the way. That's what I was thinking. You know what? It's settled then. Our Crowd Solutions substitute Spriggans are on the case. Looking forward to working with you, Elaine. The pleasure's all mine. Well, no time to waste. Mind filling us in on what you know so far. Unfortunately, there isn't much to go on yet. Our Communications Bureau representative did send us a statistical report on the network failures, however. If you don't mind giving me your contact info, I can forward it to your Zephas. Sure thing. Yeah, I'm down.
Contact information exchanged. Data transmitted and synchronized.
Alright. Nothing about these numbers struck me as conspicuous. I don't see any obvious patterns either. All I can really glean is that the occurrences are limited to inside the capital. We could probably figure something out if we had a larger sample size. You're not wrong, but these service problems are just infrequent enough to keep us in the dark. That's probably intentional. Indeed, which gives us every reason to believe they're being done deliberately, yeah. Yeah, something definitely feels off about this. We just dealt with some mobile network trouble ourselves a little bit ago, yeah. I mean, in the garden, I'd say it's less dealt with and more still dealing with. Maybe I'm off the mark, but do you think it's related? Could be. The garden, I've been able to access it myself. Whether or not it has any bearing to the case, however, may be difficult to determine. Don't quote me on this, but I'd say the probability is pretty slim. On what basis? The garden's got a wide service area with coverage across both Calvert and Orrid State. Yeah, and it's only affecting Edith. But only the capital's having issues, leaving us with a bunch of pieces that don't fit. I don't know if anything's changed now that the signal's been hijacked. But the garden's original main server is probably in Orrid, where Marduk's headquarters is. In which case, it makes sense for Edith to be affected before Orrid. Pretty much, yeah. If you ask me, we're dealing with something totally different here. I see. Your reasoning is sound. Say we narrowed our search down to Edith. What locations would you find suspect? Well, going by the data, the delays and interruptions are popping up all willy-nilly. Shakespeare, that willy-nilly. Sort of. It's almost like someone doesn't want us to dig deeper, so they're randomizing the values to throw us off track. Meaning what exactly? If the location and frequency of the outages are being manually controlled over the whole city, then we should be able to narrow down the source of the interference. Now I get it. There are only so many places in Edith that could emit an orbital signal that strong, which leaves Trion Tower as our most likely candidate. It threw off by the Trion Tower. It's like, we finally get to go there. I thought it was going to be part of the story in the previous. I thought, like, you know, the Pandemonium Tower, whatever it was called. I can't remember now. But that, I thought that was going to be connected somehow to Trion Tower, but it just wasn't. Like, such a big structure, like thinking Orcus Tower and stuff like that, like something central. Just major, it's like, something's going to happen there, surely. And with that, we have our destination. You know, I've got a funny feeling that this was all just one big test. But yeah, I guess you're all set now. Happy trails! Hope it all goes well. You're not getting off that easily. Aww. The two of you are exactly as Fee described. Fee told you about us? Oh yeah, I heard she was in Edith for a little while. What did she say? In brief, that you were very capable for your age, and that your dynamic never failed to warm her heart. Capable I get, but where'd the second part come from? Just what kind of impression did we leave on those guys? Aw, what are you getting all huffy about? I don't think she meant it in a bad way. It sounded more to me like she was calling us a perfect pair. You're entitled to that opinion. Still, it works. You and me do make a perfect pair of partners. Guess we'll have to buckle down and prove her right. That's one interpretation. Not the one I would have gone for, though. I was gonna say, this is familiar. Can't help but be reminded of how we were back in the day. Van would always try to worm his way out of things, and I'd have to be the one to drag him along. Something on your mind? Not at all. Now, let's head over to Trion Tower in the 3rd District. Fine. Off we go, then. Jeez. Before we leave, you did remember to bring it. Right? You mean the thing Aki gave me? Yeah, I've got it. The Octogenesis. 8 devices left by Professor Epstein. Plus a sentient hollow and the Grendel. Almost sounds like a fairy tale. I wish, but they're all too real. And now we got one more in the mix. And that dark red Grendel was so sinister looking, almost like a beast. Maybe you've got a long-lost brother, Van? I seriously doubt it. It's a real threat, that's for sure. My gut keeps saying it's something that shouldn't exist. Yeah, and then there's the way things got all paranormal on me. What do you mean? It's hard to describe. Have you seen the series Quantum Leap? Not to mention, my memory is a little hazy. Can't say how, but I'd wager it has something to do with the Genesis device. You two just be careful when you're out there, okay? No promises, but sure? We'll keep our eyes peeled for any ghosties and ghoulies. Yeah, I'm being serious here. Nadia, Swin, you should take this with you. My personal second favorite. A Genesis. This was your great-grandpa's. It's yours to remember him by. Are you sure you'd feel okay leaving it with us? Between my studies and the school festival, my schedule is a lot busier than usual. So I'm not sure how often I'll be around to help out. It's more for peace of mind, really, but think of this as a good luck charm of sorts. Did say these things have triggered strange phenomena before, alright? Well, hang on to it. I promise to take extra good care of it. I want you to have one too, Van. We don't even know if they'll react without you around. I mean, they react without her around, but do they cause anything without her around, you know? But if it makes you feel better, then why not? Might as well, seeing as the 8th Genesis is still out there somewhere. Don't worry, I put it inside Mucky Bear Muck 2 for safekeeping. Maybe now we'll get to run into something paranormal ourselves. Sure hope not. We have a bit of time to spare. Is there anywhere you'd like to go beforehand? Now that you mention it, there are probably some new 4SPGs posted. We could just put those off until later, though. On the contrary, it'd be best to take care of them sooner, rather than later. I'd even be willing to lend a hand. You would? I thought Spriggan business was below you A-rank bracers. Propriety aside, my involvement will speed up the process. And while I know it isn't the same as if Van were here, I would like to take this opportunity to see a Spriggans day-to-day myself. Well, if you're sure it's fine, we could use the help. Better yet, you can go solo and get a hands-on look. If you need me, I'll be taking a nap upstairs. Nice. Try. You're no fun today. At any rate, I'll leave the particulars of our agenda up to you two. Anything urgent we should be wrapped up by now that we should have wrapped up by now, yes? So the guild's request can take top priority. If there's room for a few more, that's fine too. Alrighty, let's get cracking. Okay, the rounds. Let's have a gander what's up and about. No kitty? Expected the kitty to be across the road or something on the buildings, but nothing. Nada. Zip. As these things go. Oh, hello. Is a kitten. Hey, look. There's a kitten over here. Oh, maybe this is their new home. Why don't we leave them be? Isn't there supposed to be some sort of boss cat in Old Town? Don't think I've seen her around today. Ooh. Interesting. Doom. Oh my, you're those substitute Spriggans I've been hearing about, aren't you? I don't believe I've had the chance to introduce myself yet. My name is Natalia. I'm a business consultant. Perhaps you've already heard my name spoken in the business world. Every company I work with sees profit growth in only a matter of weeks. Weeks, you say? Really? Maybe you'll be able to help us then. Isn't this great, S? We should be able to retire in no time with her help. She hasn't even shown us any proof yet. Okay, fine. So how do you think you could raise profits for us? You tell us some of your strategies, maybe we'll believe you. Oh, such tricky youths you are. You think you can get me to give you ideas for free? Try again, kiddos. Ah, shoot. We were so close to. Maybe don't indulge in you guys. I would like to hear some of her stories, because she seems like a good storyteller at least, you know. I could certainly sense your desire for profit. However, I was once a lawyer, a stateswoman, and a negotiator. Please do tell us more. Don't think you can get one over on me anytime soon. She's 100% lying. Yeah, but it's fun. Sounds like she really hates to lose, too. You guys headed out again? I guess I can't nag you for not being diligent with work, huh? Keep at it while you're still young, kiddos. Working hard's how you earn respect in this world. Yeah, totally. I'm retiring as soon as I can. I'd say something, but I'm really not up for hearing a lecture right now. Youth need all the hard work they can get. It's how you grow to a respectable adult, after all. You'll keep an eye on them, right? At least until that punk kid comes back. Leave it to me. It seems I've been elected to be their guardian. Well, I suppose I don't mind.
You sure are an odd group.
Yellow candy.
Not by again.
I guess.
Monmar is so relaxing.
Isn't it just? Oh, hello. It's good to see you all. I've heard you two have been hard at work recently. Yeah, and I definitely overdid it a little. I don't think I can move another step unless there's a reward waiting for me. You'll survive. Do you think some coffee would help? I could also get you a dot Dayton if you'd like. Ah, a moment of reprieve offered by our beauteous landlady. I suppose we've no choice but to accept such largesse. Don't you think you should be cutting down on the sweets, Nadia? La la la, can't hear you. Are they always like this? Yes. Well, feel free to take a seat, alright? And then do what with it? I don't know. I'm glad to see you accompanying the kids today, Elaine. Thank you for keeping an eye on them. Of course. We should be back before sundown, by the way. So responsible. Hey, you don't think she really needs our help, right? You're not getting out of work, Nadia.
Oh, what would you like?
Metal in your mouth, stew.
Do your best out there, okay? Oh, what
I
would you
suppose
like?
I should look at it at least, yes.
Do
So
your
it goes
best
blue
out
on
there,
the
okay?
map. Me, my wife, and Hawker all grew up in this neighborhood together. So watching Sheena, Mark, and Harry play really brings back memories. Sheena's practically a carbon copy of her mum back then, so strong-willed. That Hawker, though. Didn't he say he'd be back by now? Seems like all of his business trips have been getting longer and longer and longer and longer. Really makes me worry for his health. Alone time's pretty nice, huh? The breakfast set at Monmar is as delicious as ever. And Paulette's tea is to die for. I'm glad my husband suggested we go on a date for once.
Okay.
Hawk has been taking care of his son alone ever since he got divorced. But he's been on an awful lot of business trips lately. Of course, we don't mind taking care of Harry, but... well, he's a good kid. Always makes sure to take care of all his chores, too. He should be playing with our kids right about now. Where is he? Where? You hungry? Well, I guess I can't be too surprised. Grown kids need to eat their fill after all, so hurry up and tell me what you want. Seems Victor has a soft spot for children. Yeah, and he's a good cook too. He does tend to nag a lot, but I'm sure he's just trying to look out for us. In his own way, yeah. That delinquent asking children to do his job. Well, if anything happens to you, come tell me, alright? Recreating meals, we know that works.
What's on the menu? Give me just a few.
Dip, 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 dip.
You
I'll have
better
a sip of
savor
tea
that
while we
flavor.
wait for him to... I still need my sip of tea. Ah, so good.
Take care out there.
So good. Yorkshire Gold. One of the best brews. I do love it. I do love it. We'll continue the rounds
I
though.
see you're working hard as always.
Not really. Well, if it isn't Swin and Nadia. Did you two eat your breakfast this morning? I'm sure Paulette does her best to check on you both, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, I had some leftover ingredients this morning. Why don't you take a few? Oh, cheers! Assorted grains. Great. I love free stuff. Van told us we should be cooking for ourselves, so we'll be sure to put this to good use. We certainly will. Seems the people of Old Town really keep an eye out for them. Makes me feel a little better. You know, Van actually asked us to make sure you two were getting along all right. I'll come by anytime. I'll keep some fresh vegetables for you. Yay, thank you. Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Looking is always free, you know. Come see us again sometime.
Something I've just realized. We should check the computer and check out the garden. Because I'm wondering if we have actually got anything more going on here. Office desk. Garden. Ba-ba-lim. Thus, additional members were added to the garden incursion team. Van and his crew then connected to the same session for a face-to-face meetup in digital reality. There we go.
Holy crap. So, all of this is virtual right now? Almost feels like we're really here. And we can even use our stigmas. Those Marduk engineers must be on some crazy shit.
Indeed. This outlandish technology far exceeds the phase spaces thaumaturgy can create. We may be well served taking this opportunity to collect some information on Marduk. Disregarding, of course, the brazen assumption that lending our aid once means we're at your beck and call.
Alright, chill.
Always gotta get the last word in, don't ya? All the same, though, I appreciate you agreeing to pitch in. Mirabelle okayed it without a second glance, too. Guess she's expecting to get some good data out of you.
Look at us teaming up with the Dominions again. Who'd have thunk it? There's not a lot of you, right? Just 12 or something? As far as we know. We'd only ever gotten to know 2 up until now. Yeah, well, we've already heard plenty about you. Word is you were kind enough to turn over some artifacts to us a while back. But not before busting one of it into pieces. The last time Crossbow went balls up. This is the first time hearing of that. I, reserve the right to remain silent. Who's that supposed to fool? Enough teasing, Celise. You've had your fun. It's not worth pointing fingers at this stage. We know it was an unavoidable consequence. Anyway, it's nice to finally put some faces to all the rumors. This probably won't be a long-term thing, but hey, good to work with you. Likewise. Celeste and Leon can now be added to your party within the garden. So my question is now, can we earn stuff for them? Put you there. Because yeah, if like we can earn new costumes and stuff. Let's make our way through it. Let's do a round.
Time to rise and grind. Let's go.
So what do we need? Medium size.
Engaging enemy. Yeah, not done yet.
Not done yet. Do these count?
You're a rowdy crowd, aren't you?
You can tell by looking at the map.
Burn to a crit. Not done yet.
See, this is the type of stuff where I was like, yeah, this I'd turn it down to easy sort of thing. So it's like doing this over and over again. It's like, yeah. Because I'm thinking, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Options. There we go.
Let's continue on our way.
Just makes this whole endeavor rather simple.
You have a chance for a preemptive strike.
There we go. I don't even bother wandering around too much anymore with this. Be nice to have an extra one of them, actually.
Whew, glad we're done with that. That was easy. Not done yet.
Do. Yeah, just try and get to the next floor as soon as possible with these things now. But what I'm mainly after...
I smell treasure. You're a rowdy crowd, aren't you?
...is building up the crystal thingies. Looking at the map, we actually want to go down. Doodly. Because I'm wondering what costumes we get for these guys. Probably didn't pick up what I wanted to pick up there.
Engaging enemy. More there.
The simple ones like that is that I'll get them on the way. Go with the time course one.
I guess there's still more up ahead.
Medium-sized enemies, so we want the big chickens, really.
You're a rowdy crowd, aren't you? And you're on the ground. Still more. Not done yet.
Not done yet. There we go. Now we're done. Alright. Oh, gotta go Amethyst Ring. We ain't got one.
Whew. Glad we're done with that. I didn't even break a sweat. Yeah. Next.
Like I said, ones like that, it's like, yeah, go for it, go for it.
All right, let's get moving, people.
Not even anything here. Pointless.
I smell treasure.
If it appears on the map, I'm gonna get it, you know.
You're a rowdy crowd, aren't you?
A rowdy crowd. Get that on the way. A bomb! Where am I meant to go then?
Treasure, What a pleasant surprise.
I thought this... I genuinely thought that was the only way, like... The way back over there. Alright then, fine. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered, honest.
Activating
Get something out of it, you know. But turbo!
Now then, let's continue on.
But
our
being
way.
on easy now, I could probably turbo at the same time as well as taking out enemies. Because they're not going to cause too much damage to me. Like these guys, it's like boop, 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 boop. And then moving up. Like boop, 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 moving on. There we go. Well, there should actually be in Old Town.
Just keeps going. Ain't gonna stop me though.
Enemy sighted. Be careful. Engaging enemy.
Some shards to pick up, shouldn't there?
Thanks as always, Theo.
Burn to a crit.
Was it the one? Oh no, we need to do it to 3.
Engaging enemy.
Calling that a challenge would be a gross exaggeration.
Burn to a crit.
That's 2. Bum, 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 bum.
You're a rowdy crowd, aren't you?
Alright, moving on. What we got here?
Made it through in one piece somehow.
Oh, I thought I could drop down there, but no. Boo doo boo 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 doo 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 doo. Out my way for that. It'll take you out.
Justice always prevails.
Terrible, terrible.
That's quite the number. Suggestions?
Ignore them. Right.
It's a sentinel. We'll cut you down to size to work better.
Make it count.
Some arts work better.
Let's go.
I would exercise caution.
Got it. Give me strength.
I would exercise caution, but I can't be bothered.
Now's your chance.
That's what he's saying there.
Get ready, guys.
Keep it going.
Time to
Activating skill.
come the mob via Midgard.
Activating skill.
There we go.
Nothing to it.
We've got a skill stone. So, that's something at least. Okay, so the aim there was to see if we got anything going on. Nope.
Come
Main
back
menu first.
anytime.
The Mystic Cube, that's what we're after.
Okay, it's time for some fun.
Yeah.
Let me show you what I'm made of. Core detected. Not done yet.
Anya's skill stone.
Target analyzed. On to the next.
I'm still not getting anything in the way of like whether or not we get new costumes for the others.
Not done yet.
There'd actually be a simpler way of telling. We could just go to the shop and see if we can buy it. You know.
There you have it.
Oh, this should be a good one now.
On to the next.
Yep. It's at least towel data. Okay. I was trying to get like a really good costume for those two, but we ended up with the towels. Okay. That's all I can get at the moment.
We did it. On to the next.
And a Kincaid skill stone. Okay.
Pretty darn good.
Was it? Suppose. Guess. Yeah, because then we got a Celeste one. Let's get that up.
This is all the result of Master's instruction.
There's nothing worse than wasted potential.
Oh, yeah, I can't get anything up at the moment with her. Ooh.
Powered up.
Takes 2 on the second set, just so you know.
This will serve me even better.
I like that one's got it maxed out, so we get the top one.
Now I can be even more useful.
Okay. And
Want a place
Marduk
to chill?
support.
Then look no further.
Don't want to waste stuff. Item shop, repair
We've got the
data.
good stuff.
Yeah, it just seems to be their towels, at least for the moment, doesn't it? Unless they're the only ones that appeared because of that?
Appreciate your business. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
So, I mean, I've got one, but I'm not going to use it.
Appreciate your business.
Not for that.
We've got the good stuff.
Glare Saber will have that, thank you. Okay, keep an eye on some of these things.
Appreciate your business. Let me know if you need anything, okay? Thanks a
Okay,
bundle.
there we go. Right. We got any new hacking trials? No, okay. Right, log out. Oh, at least we got them sorted now. Probably do more and get some more costumes probably somewhere. I don't think we should.
Would you care for some flowers?
I like flowers. I've loved nature ever since I was a little kid. I like to travel to check out natural landmarks nowadays as well. I could recommend you hundreds of them, but the #1 spot has to be Dirk Memorial Park. Oh, do you want to see some of the rare eastern plants I brought back as souvenirs?
So sweet.
I suppose.
What would you like? Please stop by again sometime.
Although you don't have anything new going on. Let's not pick up the Forest PG. And just complete the rounds, essentially. A dine and dash sounds like a job for the police. Back off, Spriggan. We'll see how hungry these criminals are after we serve them a nice big helping of cow pie. You said it, Inspector. And guess what? I got some eyewitness testimonies right here. Nice work, Officer Mark. Keep this up and you just might earn a promotion. Oh. I'll be sure to catch the criminals before the Spriggans do. Once everyone's gone, I'll finally be able to get back to reading my book. Boy and a girl who became assassins, huh? Can't wait to see how it ends. Now, why does that sound familiar? Wait a second, you don't think it's that book the organization put out? Right, about 3 and 9? I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore that. Yeah. Oh, Swin, Nadia. Good morning, Yumi. You having some fun today? Yeah, I'm a Spriggan right now, and I'm gonna send all the bad guys crying in their mummies. Glad to hear it. Just make sure to stay safe, alright? Maybe she could teach Van a thing or two. I don't think I get it. Oh, hey, you guys. Can you play right now? I wanted to see the rest of Mr. Bear's play. Of course. What about Marky Bear Mark 2, right? I'm ready to go when you are, Yumi. Now I've got the perfect excuse for slacking off. And now we know what you're really up to. Well, if you're gonna play outside, just make sure you don't get hurt, alright? Thanks, Swin. Have fun at work.
Okay.
Harry's bike is so cool looking, and it's super fast too. I wanted to ride it by myself earlier, but my legs don't even reach the pedals. Guess it's just a little too big for you, huh? I'm sorry to hear it, but riding a bike like that could get pretty dangerous, you know? And there are a lot of stairs in Old Town as well. Make sure you're careful when playing, alright? Van's out on a business trip, and Ferry and the others haven't come back yet. But it's not so bad when Anya's comes by to visit. Plus, Swin and Nadia are here too. Anyway, good luck with work, everybody! Yay! That Spriggan duo. It's weird how she's just stood there. Honey and Yume are on the case. Yeah, we'll protect Old Town with our lives. And anyone who steals from Yume's cafeteria will face my wrath. I'll make sure they face the consequences, Yume. Especially with this caliber one of mine. Sounds like they're really getting into it. Spriggan roleplay, huh? Almost mistook them for the real thing. Come on now, they're not that good. Guess the kids around here look up to Spriggans more than Braces. Don't worry, alright? I'll make sure she doesn't get hurt. But I wonder what Dad's... well, whatever. Anyway, don't you think Sheena's changed a little too much lately? Like, seriously, who is that? Who is that? Dun dun dun. Oh, there's the kitties. Oh. Aw, mate. Oof, someone just got rejected. Can't think of any other way to interpret it. He's the top cat over in the Centre Marché. Coming to Old Town must have been quite a trek for him. Aww. Aww. Yeah, at least he tried. It's something. You gotta give him that. No, indeed. Rebecca hasn't gone outside in over a decade now. She's been working really hard to overcome her fears, though. Tried just about everything you can think of. At least she tries. I like that. But her main roadblock is talking to people she's not familiar with. Well, I'm sure she'll get it someday. Oh, right. Our dad left on another business trip recently, but that's nothing new, really. All he said before he left was that he's going north? Nothing about when he'll come home next, of course.
All right, let's move. Allow me to assist.
An iron wrench. It's just straight up +5 evasion rather than like percentage. It's just 5. Is that just mislabeled? I mean, the percentages do go up by that amount. It's like, huh? Just feels weird, doesn't it? It's like to not say it goes up by 5%. Like this other stuff, it says percent, does it not? Or I'm just misremembering. I'm probably just misremembering looking at that, yeah. Okay, at least we're starting our way towards the platinum choker. Oh no, because there it says evasion up by 20, and it says evasion up by 6%. Why is it different sometimes? That's strange, because there it's by 3%. Is there a difference? I'm not sure.
Hope to see you again.
That's really thrown me off.
Allow me to assist.
I know about the bargain bin.
Hope to see you again.
I bet you do. So, you guys are familiar with Van? That's right. I'm Nadia, this is Swin. We'll be acting as substitute Spriggans for a while. You guys really seem to know what you're doing here. Figured we might get some repairs while we're around. Is there something on my face? No, that's not... These kids are talented enough to fill in for Van. And here I am. Oh no! Did we say something we shouldn't have? Don't take it personally. Let's just leave her be for the moment. Aww. Sorry, let us know if we've got any... If you've got any work for us, alright? If only I could go outside, I'm sure I'd meet all sorts of engineers. I could even listen to some lectures at the college or visit some workshops. But the outside world is so scary all the time. I'm useless. She seemed pretty scared of us when we first came in. Yeah, but her skills are top-notch, don't you think? What a waste. Come on, Rebecca, you can apply yourself. You'll find a way. You'll find a way. Din 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 din. Oh, you're from Arkwright Solutions. Are you alright? Did something happen? No, not that we're aware of. Oh, I'd heard rumors that orphan children had been taken in by your office lately. I was a bit worried that maybe you'd been kidnapped from your homeland and you'd be sold as assistants. I'm sure you've had to face many hardships along the way. Please, if you need anything at all, let me know. Is that what happened? Not in the slightest. Still, maybe it'll be useful to have a think we're a bunch of sub-story orphans. Stop scheming, Nadia. Yeah, that wouldn't do good for Van, really.
Let's go.
We're going! I mean, you're only children, right? How could he make you do all this work for him? Really, if there's anything I can help with, please let me know. Oh, I'm glad she's on our side. Good grief. Wait, is there more? You know, Father Nikolai has been teaching me how to make medicine lately. It is the duty of the Septian Church to aid the unfortunate after all. If I can learn how to mix medicine properly, I can offer more aid as well. Of course, I need to actually make them right first. Well, I'll keep studying in the meantime. Brew. Do 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 do. Please, please, please let Curtis pass his exam. Wait, is praying for that too intrusive of me? I know I've decided not to interfere in his choices any longer, but will this actually do anything to affect his exam results? He should be fine, right? Well, now I'm not so sure. Well, if it's what he wants, you're praying for him to achieve what he wants. That's a different approach to what you had previously. Yeah. I'll just pray that he does his best then. Oh, yeah, yeah. And for his health, too. Oh, yeah, well, health's a given. Like, yeah. I try my best to learn new trades occasionally. Sister Miria actually decided she would like to follow in my footsteps as well. I suggested now was an opportune time for her to learn some of the pharmaceutical teachings of the Septian Church. After all, spring is a wonderful time to partake in new interests. Just remember to enjoy yourself along the way. The pharmaceutical lore of the church is much deeper than you might think. Although some of it is indeed taught during training to become a sister, there are volumes and volumes and volumes and volumes and volumes that follow after. It may be a bit difficult for her at first, but I'm sure she'll manage to find the fun in it all. Oh, I'm sure. Maybe not. Maybe not. Do. I'm not a stick in the mud, how dare you? I was just walking up the street, mate. My parents used to get on my case to study all the time, but it was to become a good citizen. You know, that kind of stuff. But lately, they've been saying they're proud of me no matter what I do. Okay, that's a bit odd. And honestly, that's kind of annoying too. I mean, I know they're trying to make an effort and everything. Still, it's so weird. Maybe I should try to meet them halfway. Yeah, have a word with them.
Okay.
The entrance exam has to take priority though. I barely passed the qualifier. At least I was able to figure out what my weak points were. Now I just need to study till I drop. Just 2 weeks now. Oh, come on. I'm so close. I'm definitely done with everywhere else. Yes, right. I was in the area, so I figured why not stop by? Morning baths really do wonders, huh? Especially after all that running I did. You were running? Man, 100 Selge will really do you in. 100 Selge. But at least I've started cutting down on my times. I think that bath was well deserved. Oh, hello. Hey, Hook, I finished with that assignment you gave me. Oh, you mean this year's budget forecast? Well done, Anya. So then, what were your estimates for how the loss of reparations might affect profit? At least 70% of reparations went to investments in development anyway. If you look at the capital to asset ratio of the BOE, I think we'll be in a pretty stable position, actually. That went way over my head. I can't believe she's younger than us. Sure is good at using a noggin, huh? I've always made it a point to discuss business with Anya. What do you know? The girl's picked up on it in no time. I'm sure she'd make for a fine economic analyst someday. She's been pretty adamant about not wanting to go down that route, though. Indeed. Hey there, Anya. Oh, hi, Swin. Nadia. Here, take a bath in the middle. Here, to take a math. Take a math. I don't even say math. I say maths. Here to take a baths in the middle of the day. That's a little weird. Well, I'm sure Elaine would drag you right out if she thought you were up to something. Oh, it's nothing like that. Actually, we're on a date. No, we're not. And when did you two get so close? Anya and I had a long talk about romance the other day. We decided that childhood friends to lovers make for the best sort of couples. Yeah, first loves are always bittersweet. Then it all comes down to whether the boy can ever see the girl as a possible partner. Why do they have the same interests? Well, at least they seem to be getting along. You know, Van actually asked me to look after you two. Why don't I offer you a few discounts? Sure, I'll take some strawberry milk then. Put it on Van's tab. Wasn't the discount enough? She never changes, does she? No.
Stepping inside?
I suppose.
This is nice.
A breather was just what I needed.
Din, 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 din. Does he have a goofy face? Oh,
Glad I stuck it out.
it didn't do it.
Come back anytime.
I'm still thinking about you though, like 100 Selge. Because a Selge is 100 meters, right? So it's like 100 Selge, 100 Selge. So if a Selge is 100 meters, so that's 100 times 100. Right, so that's 10,000 meters. That's 10 kilometers. That's a quarter of a marathon-ish. I mean, it's not impossible. I just feel exhausted thinking about it is all. Man, 10-kilometer run, I'm assuming, will really do you in. 10 kilometers? But at least I've started cutting down on my times. And that bath was well deserved. Like for 10 kilometers, yeah, like what? That's a lot. That's a lot. Anyway, that's just going to be done with this part. In the next part, well, oh, actually, yeah, all these things here. And we got skill stones for Silice. Of course, that makes sense, doesn't it? Doesn't it just... I need to see about sorting that. I'll do that in between the parts, actually. Well, we'll end this part here anyway, and in the next part, we'll see about the 4SPG before we head off to another location. I assume Trion Tower. Ta-da for now.